This podcast is brought to you by Colgate Total. We take oral health as seriously as you take sports. That's why Colgate Total Active Prevention uses advanced technology to help prevent oral health problems like cavities and gingivitis before they start. It's clinically proven to provide 24-hour antibacterial protection with twice daily brushing after 4 weeks of use. So get a winning routine and prevent oral health problems before they start. Shop Colgate Total Active Prevention at a retailer near you.
Who is your favorite Disney character, Jason? Is it Goofy?
I mean, definitely Goofy growing up. I fell for Pluto's charm a little bit.
Who's Pluto again?
Pluto is the dog, which Goofy's a dog as well, but Pluto's like the one that's actually a dog. Like Goofy's a dog, but maneuvers and talks like a human, albeit a kind of like Craig Parmenter-ish human. Like not, it's got a little bit of goofiness to him. You know what I mean? Exactly what I mean. Pluto's more of just like a dog. Pluto doesn't talk. Goofy is a dog. Maneuvers like a dog. Goofy does talk, but is also a dog. Maneuvers like a human. Donald Duck's a good, solid one.
Despicable.
No, you're thinking of Daffy Duck.
What's the difference?
Well, Daffy Duck is Warner Brothers, which is not Disney-owned property.
Yeah, no, never mind then. Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a Wondery show brought to you by Audible. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelsey. This is my big brother, Jason Kelsey, out of University of Cincinnati. And dang it, the Utah Utes got us, man.
I thought we had a good chance.
Couldn't get it going.
God damn it.
Yeah, defense could stop, man. I'll tell you what, man, when their offense gets rolling, man, I got to go all the way West Coast, play it like midnight East Coast time. Yeah, it was a tough run. But shout out to Utah, and shout out to McAfee and ESPN, College Game Day, man. That was a fun one. McAfee and the gang, a lot of them gave us a shout out over here on New Heights.
Let's hear this. I want to hear what this is.
I'd like to reiterate some of your points. Like, hey, you got really good wood too. You know what I mean? But the greatest wood comes from New Heights, and that's a Cincinnati legend through and through.
He's like a walking
Jason Kelsey, you talked about the absolute dogs from Ohio.
How does he fucking do it?
It's off the cuff too. It's unbelievable.
It has to be. They don't script any of this stuff. It's just amazing. He can just go.
Dude, he's the best, man. He's the best. The guy's got crazy talent, man. But we're moving on, baby. Good game, Utes. Arizona, you're up next, baby. Let's go, Cats. Get back on the win train, baby. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason, tell the people what we got coming up.
92%ers, we got an amazing episode lined up for you today. We're going to get into a little recap of the Chiefs-Bills game, unfortunately for Travis. And then we're also going to get into a little bit of trade deadline moves. We're midpoint now of the NFL, maybe hand out some awards that mean nothing to anybody other than people that watch this show. You 92%ers, this is all for you guys. And then we're going to check in on the Heights hotline. We've been having a lot of guests, which is always fun and interesting to talk to people who have achieved great success in this world, far outreaching things that I could ever do. Maybe not Travis. But we're going to listen to some of your voicemails and answer those. And to be honest, that's some of my favorite things we do on the show. So before we get into that, though, we're going to get into a little bit of that new news.
All right, now let's get it out of the way. Jason, you're out of the house today. You're not in Philadelphia.
This is correct.
Pennsylvania. You are...
I'm in Orlando. I'm down by our mother, Travis.
Nice. You're in Florida.
Florida. Did I get is that the right? Is that the right?
Florida. Yeah, no, it's great. No invite for the rest of us. Thanks, Jason.
I mean, Travis, it's difficult for me to maneuver around Disney World. I could not fucking imagine you trying to do this right now.
Dude, I just put on a goofy mask and keep it moving.
I don't think they have masks. They have goofy hats.
You're not allowed to wear masks?
I mean, I think since COVID, I think anything flies with the masks. I did go masked one time to a Phillies game so I could sit in the outfield so I didn't have to sit in a box.
How'd that go?
Didn't last long. I got picked out real quick.
Yeah, you did. Something about the face. It's like the shape of the face. You could just do a shadow of your face and people would be like, Jason.
Is that a Japanese maple walking by us? I think I've seen that guy.
That's lovely, man. What's been the most exciting so far?
I mean, seeing the girls react to all the characters because they're still young, and Wyatt's starting to get old enough where you can see she's starting to ask questions. Or like she meets Ariel, she can't wait to meet Ariel, and the entire time she's just staring at Ariel's fin, and she's kind of like, like she in her head, I think she knows, and like she's petting Pluto And she's like, that doesn't feel like a dog. And then going on the rides. Any ride I can talk the girls into going on, which is very hard. Here's what's hard. Kylie's family is not ride people. Kylie's not a ride person. So the girls, I think, that rubs off on them a little bit. They're a little bit more skittish because mom's not a ride person. So whenever I'm trying to talk them into it, and then I'm an idiot. So I talk them into a ride. And then it's like immediately like regret, right? Like you get on the teapots and the teapots spin. And I'm like, you want to go on the teapot? She's like, no. And I was like, and she was like, I don't like that it spins. I was like, we won't spin. Dad will make sure that it doesn't spin. And in my head, of course, I'm like, she'll get going and I'll start spinning a little bit. And then she'll realize she's having fun. Cause that was Big Ed. That was our Big Ed's method of everything.
Fun, yeah.
Talk you into doing it, lie to you that you're not going to do it, then start doing it. And then you're like, you know what? Actually, Dad, this is a good idea. I like what you're doing here. Doesn't work on my kids. My kids immediately, no. Immediately I start spinning that thing and Wyatt starts losing her fucking mind. And then I'm trying to just hold it and she's still not having fun. But no, she actually liked the teacups. Teacups, she liked any of the stuff where you're just like basically a moving story, whether you're like Peter Pan or what is it, A Small World.
They could do that all day.
And then every once in a while, Dad will sneak off and do Space Mountain. We did Tron. I missed Animal Kingdom yesterday because I was at Monday Night Football. So unfortunately didn't get to see that. I did get to eat a turkey leg while watching the parade go by. And I was just baby in this arm, turkey leg in this arm, waving to the creatures with my turkey leg. I felt like a Neanderthal, like in the most glorious fashion. So yeah, we've been having a blast. Kids are just complete chaos. I'm in a full fight with Wyatt over a fucking waffle. Ruins about 30 minutes of our entire day. Because she wants a whole waffle, and I'm trying to explain to her that there's only 4 waffles and there's like fucking 15 people. So just take a piece of the waffle, and she's like getting furious. And I'm like, listen, I'm putting my foot down on this. You ain't getting another fucking free waffle. I'm not giving you a whole fucking waffle.
You can't give her a whole waffle.
And then Kylie's like, just give her the waffle. What are you doing? I'm like, no, I'm not raising some spoiled little fucking rotten child. She's getting hurt. She'd share it. Kylie actually had my back, so it was good.
Way to team up, Kai.
And she cried. She had a full meltdown. Thankfully,
Snow White came in with a full
No. It wasn't Snow White. You know who came in and saved the day? Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow came by, saved the fucking day. Whoever was being Jack Sparrow was like the best version of Jack Sparrow.
In the morning, too?
He nailed it. Absolutely killed it. Nice. And then from there, Wyatt was in a better mood. And then she found out that we were getting beignets from Princess Tiana's area. And it's like, but we're going to share the beignets, right? And she's like, yes, I'll share the beignets. So I'm like, you know what? We're back. We're fucking back.
You got some bougie ass kids, man.
Not man.
Beignets.
Travis, it's Disney World. You're experiencing culture. Have you ever been to Epcot? It's basically the most cultured place on the planet.
I was going to say, it's like going around the world. Is there alcohol served?
Not at Magic Kingdom, which is where we've been the last couple of days. Animal Kingdom does have, and I found this out from Dan Orlovsky. Shout out to Dan Orlovsky. The Dawa Bar, the Jungle Juice, is very good. In Animal Kingdom, if you're an alcoholic beverage drinker, Epcot is your place. Tons of it. I think we're going today. Can't wait to partake. Magic Kingdom, I think you got to go to like an actual restaurant, sit down restaurant in the park to get an alcoholic beverage, which I think is probably right. Magic Kingdom doesn't need alcohol being served. This is like the land of like children. Fucking creatures all over the place. We don't need drunk dads at Magic Kingdom. Epcot, we can kind of finagle it. You can figure it out.
We don't need a Jason versus
Don't
Jack
get too
Sparrow
drunk at Epcot, but you can get buzzed. We don't need buzzed people walking around Magic Kingdom. This is a place of children, sir.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wraps it up for new news. Let's move on.
All righty. Bold topics to wrap up week 9 in the NFL. Let's start with the one you can't wait to talk about, Trav. Chiefs 21, Bills 28. All right, Trav, 4 losses.
Man.
What are we thinking? What are the initial thoughts from the game? Where are we at?
I mean, obviously it's the bye week, so I'm kind of looking at everything. Like I've taken a step back and kind of looked at the whole scheme of things, and it's frustrating, man. I mean, 5-4, a little over 500 right now, out of the playoffs. If the playoffs started right now, we got to get this shit going, man. And the schedule doesn't get much easier. Our next 3 opponents are absolutely on fire. 2 in which are the Broncos, who we have coming up after the bye, and then the
Yep.
Colts after that. So we got to get things rolling, man. And we got banged up on the offensive line and this and that, but at the same time, man, we got the players that we need, man. Even if it's the next man up mentality, we still got the guys that can get the job done, man. We just have to keep fucking figuring it out. This one was a tough one, though, man. Going up to Buffalo is not an easy thing, man. That stadium was rocking. That place was electric. Shout out to all the Bills Mafia that was talking all the shit in the world. I love it. And it's just, it's a sacred place to play a football game, man. And I cherish every game that I get an opportunity to go up there. But that shit sucks when you don't come away with a victory out there, because they let you have it, man. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating, especially when you think that, you put it on yourself. I'm looking at this score right here, 21-28. And if I find a way to get my head and hands around on the pass that Pat threw me, in the end zone right before half, I feel like we have a better chance at getting a field goal there late instead of a touchdown.
That was going to be a tough catch. I hear you. Here's the reality. That play before half, we got to be able to tush push that thing in. They got two tush. We need to get the tush push down, and we need Noah Gray or somebody over there to get the tush push down. That's how they scored every time they got to the 1 yard line. Josh Allen, tush push. The Philadelphia Eagles, that's how we score every time we get to the 1 yard line. You can't go into halftime only getting 3 points because you don't fucking got a tush push in the goddamn play. And I get that Pat can't do the tush push because he's got funky knees. We got to have somebody doing the tush push. God damn it.
Yeah. Or we just, strike with no leverage, head in hands, run the feet, and give the ball to Kareem Hunt, who's one of the best right now at short yardage situations.
I was going to say, I did actually see that Kareem Hunt had a higher rate than the tush push league wide in short yardage situations so far this season. I don't know if that's true. This past week, I guess he did get in there later in the game on the one really short one. It took a couple, but he got in there. I honestly think that halftime, only getting 3 points there, was one of the biggest points in the game, because if you go into halftime sneaking out a touchdown there to end it, that's such a difference in kind of where you go. I mean, you would have been down 17-14 at that point. I know you had a lot of other game left.
All I'm thinking of is that last drive. Now we're throwing a Hail Mary instead of trying to kick a field goal to tie it.
For sure. It changes it completely. And listen, the Bills were really good on offense. Uncharacteristic game for the Chiefs defense in terms of rushing the football, especially. That's one thing that Spags is very good at. That defense holds their hat on, is shutting down the run and making teams one-dimensional. They did a great job against the Detroit Lions, one of the best rushing teams in the NFL. The Bills have done a great job the last 2 weeks.
Josh played his tail off. He
did. He had 3 incompletions.
Kincaid had a great game. Yeah.
The Bills played a phenomenal game in all phases. Offensively, they played well. They ran the ball well. Josh played great, threw the ball extremely efficiently. And then defensively, McDermott had a good plan coming into it, and their players executed. They got pressure on Pat. Joey Bosa had a great game. They kept running the pop stun on the tackles, but it was a unique way where the backer would kind of come over late so it wouldn't feel like it was a game. And then the guard wasn't really getting it on top of the tackle. That got home a couple times. I got pressure on Pat. And then I think whenever teams can get pressure on the quarterback rushing 4, it's really hard offensively to have production, especially when you're in third and long situations, or, you're in a fourth down, gotta have it. If they can maximize coverage while only having to rush 4, it's hard. And they execute in that area.
Yeah. The biggest thing was third and longs. We got to get out of third and longs, and it's all right if you have a few of them, but when you have over a handful of them, if you got 5 or 6 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10 plus, you're making your day way harder.
I got to give a shout out to Colt Bishop. He made a bunch of really good plays in that game for Buffalo. I feel like when you're in those soft zones, what you've seen Pat a lot of times do is you go to Worthy underneath on some of these jet sweep things. He does that thing where he catches the ball and it's out of his hand quick. And they were playing these soft zones, but he was playing aggressive underneath those and really jumping a lot of that, which allowed them to kind of do both. It felt like. I thought it was you could tell that he was prepared coming into it, made a lot of good plays. And I think 100% to echo what you're saying, staying out of third and long makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And when it is third and long, it's already hard to pass block. And then when you got guys like Joey Bosa and schematic things that I think Buffalo is doing a really good job of up front to create pressure, just makes it hard. Trav, speaking of Cole Bishop, how you feeling after the hit?
It knocked the wind out of me. He caught me. I got kind of sandwiched in there.
I haven't had the wind knocked out of me in a while. That's a fucking annoying one.
You know you're okay, but you got to just kind of.
No, it's coming back. It'll come back. I can breathe in a second.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Football, god damn it, it's the best.
Go into the blue tent. You got your wind knocked out. What? Why am I in the blue tent? Why do I go into the? No, it was at halftime, and then I got
evaluated in the locker room.
Yeah, I had to get evaluated in the locker room. I'm just sitting. I'm like, why? What is this? Why is this? What day is it? Fucking Sunday. What? I don't.
It's Saturday. Get me the fuck out of here.
Before a concussion or after a concussion, I don't know who we played last week. We're in week 9. Are you kidding me? You're going to make me sit here and fucking. Who did we play last week? The Commanders. There we did. We played the Commanders.
Oh gosh, the concussion testing is kind of funny. I do enjoy baseline testing because the first time you do it, it's a surprise, and they give you the 4 words at the beginning, and you don't know they're going to come back at the end of the test and recite the same words. But then every time after that trick doesn't work. You go into it, it's yeah, I'm going to need to remember these. All right, I'm going to think about these the entire test.
Yeah. And
then at the end, I'm ace that motherfucker. And then I'm actually, it's going to be really hard to come back from this concussion protocol now.
Exactly. Yeah. You can't, that's the thing. You got to make the baseline test literally the baseline. You can't do.
I don't remember. You gave me words at the beginning of this test? Oh, shit. Yeah. Anyways, Chiefs also are headed into the bye, as you just stated a little bit ago, Trav. I know you guys just lost. But you lost to probably one of the other front runners in the AFC in a tight game at their place. Just a week ago, the Chiefs were everybody's darling again in the NFL. Now the Bills win, and it's kind of changed. But I think everybody still is of the opinion that the Chiefs are playing really good football right now. I know you're going into bye a little bit sour from the Bills game, but you got to feel pretty good with where the team's at.
I feel good about it because I know the characters that we have in the room.
Right.
I know the guys that we have there, and we're going to come back recharged and ready to rock and roll. And I can't say that I'm not frustrated more from the entire start of the season than just this Bills game. I mean, there's games that I don't think we had any business losing. I feel like we didn't come out with our best punch against Buffalo, and we got to find a way to clean all that up, man. We got to get back to playing passionate Chiefs football, dying for each other out there on the field, man, and whatever that takes during the week to get yourself ready on Sundays, man. Even on a short week, it doesn't matter. No excuses. We got a few games ahead of us where we're going to be where we're going to have short weeks. You know, I think there's a stint around Christmas where we have back-to-back short weeks.
Yeah, this has been the motto of the Chiefs. When you win a bunch of games, you play games on odd days.
Yeah.
But I think so. Yeah, you guys are rolling right now. You get Josh Simmons back. That'll be good for the offensive line. Hopefully.
Just get my guy back in the building, man.
Yeah.
I miss my guy.
Fair point. Then now you guys are 2 games back of Denver. You have a chance to move closer to that right after the bye week. Do you guys think at all about home field advantage in the playoffs or any of that stuff? Or you just want to get 1 week at a time?
At this point, it's got to be 1 week at a time. You can't be thinking about trying to get home field this, home field that. Obviously, you set goals out in the beginning of this season to win the division, win the conference, get that home field advantage, make everyone have to come through Arrowhead. But right now, it's just not that. And I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about how the fuck are we going to beat the Denver Broncos? And that's going to be on my mind for the next 2 weeks.
Well, for the next week, at least take your mind a little bit elsewhere. What are you doing anything fun? You're going to get into travel? What are you doing here? What are you doing over the week? Tell us about your personal life.
No chance.
Okay. See you guys. Last thing. The Bills are the actual kings of the tush push. Hate that you guys put this in there and said that, but one of the things that was fucking crazy to me watching is just every time I watch the Eagles play and they do a tush push, it's a complete meltdown on social media to the nth degree of it shouldn't be allowed. It's unfair. They cheat, all this stuff. I watch the Bills do it. It's like celebrated. Everybody's like happy about it. I don't see one fucking person talking about the problem with officiating it or anything. Everybody's just like, oh, what a great play by the Bills. Really smart heads up play by his buddy to push him in there. And it's like, yeah, thanks guys. I agree.
Yeah, man. I feel like the Eagles they get away with more on the touch push. Everyone else kind of just plays it fair.
Plays it much more fair. Nobody else is trying to exploit the rules.
Nobody's jumping off sides. Yeah,
the officials, for some reason, just officiate it much better on all the other ones where there's not. Nobody even questioned the touchdown.
Pins and needles
nobody even questioned the touchdown. If Jalen Hurts would have been granted a touchdown when Josh got that one granted, it would have been insane. People would have been, they're just going to give him that touchdown. We got to ban it. We got to get rid of it.
Josh Allen scoring what is the most rushing touchdowns ever by a quarterback? I mean, that could be celebrated.
Yeah, I'm pro tush push. I think everybody should be pro tush push, but everybody's not pro tush push.
Kind of sour about.
I am sour that the Eagles face a lot of criticism for a play, and I hear this all the time. It's hard to officiate. Well, why is it not hard to officiate for the other 31 other teams now that are running a version of this play? Everybody in the league is running the tush push in some degree now, other than the Chiefs, which you guys need to. I'm telling you for your own fucking good, you need to. It's a cheat code. Do it while they let you.
I'm good. I don't want anything to do with it.
Okay, well,
I'll let my older brother have the honor of being the tush push king. I'm good with just running a play action rollout with Patty Mahomes.
There you go. It's just overall, the false starts and stuff get brought up when the Eagles do it. I watch on Monday night a short yardage play. The Cardinals run a short yardage play. The guard clearly leaves early and not a fucking peep about it on social media. And I just
it's so unfair.
In the words of Ed Kelsey, life is unfair.
All right, let's get to the rest of week 9, brother. Starting with little Eagles. Have the greatest bye week of all time. The Commanders, Cowboys, Packers, Lions, Giants, all lost.
The Eagles won a game without playing a game. They won a week without playing a week.
Now a 3-game lead in the NFC East.
Well, the NFC East is a debacle right now. Nobody's good.
Before the season, I was like, gosh, you know what? That's going to be another fucking tough division.
Yeah, well, Washington was in the end. I mean, it was the NFC Championship game last year in Jaden Daniels' rookie year, and they've been hurt all over the place. Terry McLaurin's been hurt. Deebo Samuel's been out. Jaden Daniels has been out. Now Jaden's out for a long foreseeable future with the elbow dislocation. So it's not looking good. Their defense is atrocious. The Cowboys' defense is not good. And I don't know what Jerry Jones's move is today. It hasn't been released yet. Apparently he's doing some type of trade, although he might have canceled it based on the performance last night from the Cowboys. We'll see what happens.
No, they just picked up a linebacker.
A linebacker. That'll help out. Who was it?
Logan Wilson from the Bengals.
Nice. The NFC East might have 3 of the worst 4 or 5 defenses in the NFL. I mean, the Bengals are the only ones competing right now with the Commanders, Cowboys, and Giants. Who else is worse on defense? I don't know. It's bad. It's bad defensive ball right now in the NFC East. Good if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, giving a lot of locker room material, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, the Eagles making moves as they always do right before the trade deadline.
That's right.
They acquired Jets cornerback Michael Carter II, Ravens cornerback Jair Alexander, who was formerly a Green Bay Packer,
and
teamed back up with his old Green Bay defensive backs coach, and Dolphins edge rusher, who was he was a hot commodity during the trade deadline. Yeah. Jalen Phillips. Yeah. Reunites with Vic Fangio.
92%ers remember him as the guy who called me eyebrows.
That's who called you eyebrows.
Yes. Nice. Yeah.
That's good shit.
It was too good to not stop me in my tracks and make me laugh. So he's going to bring a lot to the defense. I mean, the defense, the thing that they've really been missing is the defensive backfield and depth really at edge position. I think they have good players there. Nolan Smith has been hurt. They lost Sweat and Brandon Graham in the offseason. They lose Milton Williams. Now, all of a sudden, BG comes out of retirement. Nolan Smith is going to get healthy eventually here. And now we got Jalen Phillips coming in, who's been a proven good rusher in this league. And he's familiar with this system in Vic Fangio.
Yeah.
I think it's a no-brainer. It feels like it's going to make a big difference to the depth of the defensive line as well as getting pressure on the quarterback. I wanted to ask you, so Michael Carter gets paid by the Jets. He's renowned as one of the best nickelbacks in the NFL. Supposedly his game is kind of tailed off a little bit because of injury in recent years. And then Jair Alexander, who at one point was considered one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. Best, yeah. And then all of a sudden this season, people have been crushing him and he just hasn't had the year he's wanted. So I wanted to ask you, as someone who's gone up against both these guys, what is the New Heights take on these guys as players? Did the Eagles win in these moves, in your opinion?
I honestly, I never played Green Bay to the point where I like
have an opinion
guarding. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Hopefully we got. This is the reality. The backfield with Quinyon and Cooper is really good. It'll be interesting to see how these new pieces fit in. Michael Carter, as we've said, has been a nickel. Well, we have one of the best nickels in the NFL in Cooper DeJean. Does he slide out and play outside corner? Does Michael Carter become a starter? Do we start with Jair outside at the cornerback position and keep Cooper inside? Like, it's going to be interesting to see how Vic utilizes these new pieces, but it does bring a level of competition, talented players who have been really good in this league before, in the building, which I think in general, hopefully will improve.
That's what you want around the trade deadline to make a run, though. You know what I mean? You want guys that are experienced, that understand defense, recognition, can get lined up at least and not be scared of the moment. I think that's what you guys got for sure.
And I think
not necessarily scared, but don't let the moment get too big. It
also just reemphasizes the team's idea on how competitive we are right now. You don't go out and make all these moves.
Yeah, it makes them every year.
Howie might have been the only person with a busier phone than Adam Schefter this weekend. Making 3 moves at the trade deadline, that's pretty.
Did you guys lose anybody, or you guys just trading picks?
I think this is all picks. Jalen Phillips was a 3rd-round pick, but I don't think we gave up players, if I'm not mistaken.
He could be even brewing up something else. And the rest of the league could be brewing something else. It's only Tuesday morning. Like we said, the trade deadline isn't until later today.
And I will say, I'm giving the Cowboys defense a lot of crap. I do think, like Eberflus's scheme, you need to have really good linebackers if you're going to run this like cover 2 shell.
And that's why they went out and got Wilson.
If you're going to run, if you want to run cover 2, if you want to play with 2 safeties back, you have to have great linebackers and you have to have some guys on the D line that can get after it. Like you got to have 6 guys that can stop the run and get after the passer in the box. And
1,000%.
Hopefully this guy gets them closer to that for the Cowboys' sake, for the Eagles' sake. I hope he doesn't work out at all.
All right, now that does it for the trade deadline. Jason, let's get into the rest of week, whatever it is.
Okay, we're officially at the halfway point of the NFL season. Let's hand out some halfway point awards. That's a weird way to say that, halfway point awards. We based all the categories on memes.
For the player or team that isn't getting talked about enough, we're handing out the I Owe You an Apology, I Wasn't Familiar with Your Game award.
There's a lot of people that can win this one.
That's the thing about the NFL season, man, is somebody could get hot right now. A team could just like mesh.
And a team can get an injury and then all of a sudden be buns. I mean, look at the Ravens first half of the year. Lose 2 games early on, get decimated with injuries, and all of a sudden they're back to competing. So who do you think is was not given enough credit?
I mean, obviously the Colts are probably the biggest thing. Daniel Jones, I would say. But the sneaky one.
A little bit of a letdown this past week.
But another one's a sneaky one, man. Sam Darnold up there in Seattle. Seattle's all the way the fuck up there in that Northwest, man. And they just don't get talked about enough.
They don't get talked about at all.
That team is fucking physical. They have a number 1 in that wide receiver room.
Yeah.
That dude, Jackson and Jangba, bro, what?
Yes.
That
Jackson
dude is fucking nasty.
He's
crazy routes.
Yes.
He's pissing everybody off that plays him. He's a fucking problem. And then their run game is fucking downhill. It's coming at you, and that's giving Sam Darnold a lot of time back there, man.
Yeah, they're running
Sammy
that
D's
Kubiak
fucking
system.
balling, man.
They're running that Kubiak system very well. Clint Kubiak it feels like the same thing as when I was watching Houston with Arian Foster and all those guys. I mean, the run and play action marries up very well. And Darnold is fantastic this year. I mean, it's crazy that one playoff game, everybody had already come back around to Sam Darnold being a good quarterback. Then he has one absolutely terrible, like a couple games to the end of the season. And then everybody's like, oh yeah, I guess Sam Darnold actually does suck. And then he's out there again and he's like first or second in QBR through the first half of the season. Like he's balling out. And yeah, it helps to have JSN this year, just like it helped to have Justin Jefferson last year. But Sam Darnold is slinging it. Leonard Williams, the guys they got up front on defense, they have some players in Seattle. NFC West is going to be an interesting one because I think the Rams have also, they could very easily, I mean, you take away a blocked field goal and a 4th down conversion, and they haven't lost a game this year.
Isn't that crazy? You could just fucking pull out 2 plays at the end of a game, and it's like that's how close victory is in this fucking league, man.
So I'm with you. I think Seattle and Darnold got to be the I owe you an apology, and I think everybody kind of owes Darnold an apology. All right. For the veteran that is still balling out, it's the Unk still got it. Oh, I'm not familiar with this meme. What's this meme? Can I see this one?
Unk still got it.
It's impressive that Unk ever had that.
That boy going crazy.
Unk still got it.
How do you even find out that you could do that?
Unk is traditionally an older player.
Got to be an older player.
Got to be an older player balling out.
Yep.
I feel like Stafford is the obvious choice because he's definitely up there in contention for MVP through the first half of the season. But I feel like nobody thought Stafford didn't have it. Like everybody kind of knew Stafford's a great quarterback.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, Stafford's unbelievable. Yeah.
So for Unk still got it. I feel like it's got to be
one of the oldest players in the league.
It's got to be Flacco, right? That
got to be Flacco.
Like nobody expected him to go out there and throw for 470 on a team that he's only been on for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The most by a 40-plus-year-old quarterback in the regular season. The only 40-year-old quarterback who was thrown for more was Tom Brady in Super Bowl 52.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was a wild one. That was a fun game. For the team that is getting healthy at the right time, we're calling this call the ambulance, but not for me. I don't know this one either. Am I just not plugged in on these memes?
No, I don't know this one. I knew the last one, but I don't know this one.
Hopefully the younger audience gets this one. All right, we got Ravens, Tampa Bay, 49ers. The thing with the 49ers is, are they even getting healthy? I feel like a lot of the guys they've lost are freaking out.
Yeah, that shit sucks. I think they got Kittle back last week or 2 weeks ago.
I guess.
So do
they even want Brock Purdy to come back at this point? Mac Jones has been balling.
The way
out. Mac
Jones has been balling, man, that's a tough decision because you paid Purdy a lot of money.
And it ain't like Purdy was playing bad. It's just Mac Jones has really played well in his time.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
I mean, I still feel like Tampa Bay is the real deal. And once they get healthy, I think they're going to be competitive. I think Baker is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. They've kind of been injured to this point, and they're still one of the top teams in the NFC. Ravens, I mean, those are 2 good options. All 3 of these are really good options. I'm going to go Tampa Bay. I'm going to keep on the Baker love train.
Yeah, keep it in the NFC.
Yeah.
For the team or player we can't really explain, but it gets the kids going. The 6-7 award. Nice.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You know about this one?
It's just supposed to mean like it's okay, but then at the same time, nobody really knows. Everybody just kind of says it now whenever it's just like a 6-7. Yeah. All right, whatever. I feel like the 6-7.
Who's got the juice? It's got to be Jackson Dart, right? He's
gone in and played really well. I love the energy and effort and excitement that he's had on the game day, but it doesn't feel like it's not all there yet. There's still a few pieces away up there in New York.
And that's the perfect for the team or player we can't really explain, but gets the kids going. And he gets the Jackson Dart Scadaboo. Really, Scadaboo was the.
Yeah, but without Scadaboo, is it there still?
Man.
Broncos are another good choice. I don't know how you feel about that, but the Broncos defense is lights out. Bo Nix is only good when his team is losing for some reason.
Bro, the guy, when it comes down to it, listen, the guy just needs pressure. He needs pressure. He needs to be like, oh, shit's fucking hitting the fan. I got to fucking make a play.
Exactly. And he does.
It's crazy. And he does every time.
Yeah.
I've seen it firsthand. Last year, he tried to pull off like a second half, like downfield lateral.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this, bro. And I was
don't.
like, bro, he's out there doing this shit with the fucking game on the line, man. Fuck.
Do you want to name the Broncos the 6'7" award, or does that feel like too close?
I think it's either Drake May or Scatabo.
I just feel like Drake May is
Scatabo
above,
on the
Drake May's a 10. You can't give him a 6'7" award. This dude is balling out right now. 6'7" to me is not balling out. 6'7" is like you're having a moment, you're playing well, but you're not like the best.
I thought it just kind of got the kids going for some reason. I saw a video of Drake May and his tackle. They're at the Boston Celtics game, and they put Drake May up on the screen on the floor, and everybody's going crazy. And there's a Boston Celtics kid, like a fan in the stands that had a "I love Drake May" shirt on, and he was going fucking nuts.
I mean, it definitely gets the kids going. I just don't think that's what 6'7" is. I don't. Yeah, Drake May, sure.
Yeah, you fucking crushed it, Jason. Thanks for selling that bit. Thank you. You leaned in. Thank you so much. You didn't just leave that out to dry. Fuck.
That was great.
Sold it. Do you think I know what 6'7" means? I don't fucking know.
All right, that's our midseason awards. And that does it for week 9 bold topics.
All right, now let's move on to Stamp of the Week. Stamp of the Week is brought to you by Starbucks. Nice, man. God, I could use some Starbucks right now. Your new protein coffee destination. I could use some protein and some caffeine.
Are there other protein coffee options? I think that's the only one
Never
I've ever heard
of it.
of.
Never heard of it.
Very good protein coffee. All right, nominees.
Yeah, who you going with, big guy?
Well, we got nominees. Nominees: the owl that attacked Brian Schottenheimer. I did not see this. He was attacked.
That's hilarious.
That's not Photoshop. There was actually an owl in his house. Travis, you remember when there was a bat in our house growing up?
A bat?
There was a bat one year, and then there was a bird.
I just remember the bird. I don't remember the bat.
We had a bat one year and a bird another year.
Those didn't fare too well over at the Kelsey household.
Well, Flash was a badass. She got rid of a lot of that stuff.
She wasn't fucking around.
We found dead birds all the time.
Dead birds, mice.
Yep.
You name it.
Like little gifts. All right. Arch Manning.
Little gifts.
Clearly, intern Brandon put that in there. Baseball. We're going to stamp baseball for what?
Listen, just because the Phillies didn't make it doesn't mean the World Series wasn't absolutely epic. That was an awesome 7 games of fucking baseball, man. It was back and forth. Both teams had their shining moments. Blue Jays are up all game going into the 8th inning.
So you're telling me I'm supposed to get excited about a Canadian baseball team and a team that just spends more money than everybody else? Who the fuck cares about either?
Both of them spend more money than everybody. It's the baseball.
Yeah. Well, that's why baseball sucks. That's why baseball sucks. You just buy World Series championships. It's the dumbest thing in the world.
It's exciting.
It's exciting that the team that spent the most money and everybody knew was going to win the World Series won the World Series.
It was the unexpected person that won it for them.
Everybody knew this was going to happen before the season. We just had a bunch of meaningless shit happen before it, and then it happened. And on top of that,
you still got to go do it.
I'm not. Well, they did. Yeah, they did it. So yeah, no, baseball not getting my stamp. Baseball will get a stamp if it adds a salary cap and starts making people actually having to win championships on merit rather than just spending a bunch of money on Japanese phenoms.
But it is fun when one of those teams with merit find a way to get the win, you know?
They don't have merit, Travis. They have merit solely because they paid for it.
One of the teams that don't pay for it find a way.
They did.
Like that's why
the Blue Jays are high in the payroll as well.
That's
None
what I'm
of this
saying.
Is
no, I'm saying
redeemable.
This year wasn't it.
When has it been it?
When the Guards went to the World Series?
Did they win?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah. Oklahoma kicker Tate Sandell.
As a coach, get off the field, son. Go put pants on, or you're not playing for me.
I don't think this should be allowed. Kicking is already too easy. Why the fuck is this dude's... Why am I seeing VMOs? I see his goddamn quad muscle. I don't want to see this.
I don't want to see Daisy Dukes on the football field. Just put the fucking pads on.
His fucking VMOs.
Dude, we're
his
not about
helmet
to
that looks like he's from the Little Giants.
Deserve this.
Cam Little sets the record for field goal. I mean, it's impressive. He fucking kicked a field goal that was snapped at the 50-yard line. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm going to go with my guy, Brock Bowers, man. I love giving tight ends the love, and Brock has been injured. He's been banged up all year. He comes back, and man alive, 2 fucking great touchdown grabs as well as 133 it through the air, man. Actually, 3 touchdown grabs, I should say, but 2 of them were absolutely electric. One, an option route that he broke off the defender, and fucking, man, the guy can fucking roll. I want to know how fast that guy was going on his long touchdown. And then the back shoulder one-handed grab where he landed on his back in the end zone, man. Brocky B.
Brocky
Get my
B.
stamp of the week, brother.
Stamp of the, I mean, it's a bad stamp of the, I mean, I already gave my Hemi Award on Monday night to Sam Darnold. I'll give it to the kicker, not the one with fucking shorts. I'll give it to the one that made a 68-yard field goal in the NFL. I think that's pretty remarkable. I routinely am known to shit on kickers, so I'm going to do the honorable thing and give the award to somebody who set a record. Chicken Little kicked the 68-yard field goal. Brand new record. Well done. And that does it for Stamp of the Week, brought to you by Starbucks, your new protein coffee destination. 92%ers, it's time for a special edition of Heights Hotline, Pet Parent Edition, brought to you by Hill's Pet Nutrition. Brandon, can you please show some of the product to our fine viewers?
That's right. We got Hill's Pet. We got the pet.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Wonderful, wonderful.
This is the Hill's Pet dog right here.
As we said, this Pet Parent Edition is brought to you by Hill's Pet Nutrition, because while your pets are perfect, you're only human. 92%ers, we asked you to call in your pet advice questions. So let's take a listen to some of these voicemails right now.
Can't wait.
So me and my fiance, soon-to-be husband, are thinking of getting another puppy. We have a dog who's 3 right now. But with just like,
you found it?
9-to-5 job, we're just wondering, is there really any good time to get like a puppy? Like, do we just kind of pull the trigger with it? Because they're a lot to handle. So if you could just give your advice on if you think that there's really any good time of the year to get a puppy.
Any good time of year? I mean, it depends on your setup. I'll say this. It's not a good time to get a puppy if you're having kids, because that is having a puppy, trying to potty train that thing while also trying to potty train a human being is a difficult thing to freaking
signals.
navigate.
The dog is now pissing in the urinal.
Piss and
and
shit happening all over the place.
The kid is now pissing outside. And
yeah, it's not ideal. You don't want that. I would say winter, depending on your climate. But winter, typically you want to let the dog outside if it needs to go to the bathroom, and going outside for a walk or just letting the dog outside, depending on your setup at your house, is difficult sometimes when it's cold out there. Summer, you want to be out of the house and doing stuff. You don't want to be weighed down by a puppy. So I would say, I think fall, spring. Spring's a good time.
if you want to get a fucking puppy, you're going to make the decision to take care of the dog no matter when you get it. And that's going to have at least some inconvenience to your life. You know, it's going to switch up your daily routines and shit like that. So it's like the best time is whenever you're up for switching that routine.
Soon-to-be husband's a good time to get one, too. You can find out a lot about the nurturing habits of your soon-to-be husband. If he's shit with a puppy, I mean, you might not want that guy around. It's a good test. Dogs are a good test for parents as humans, for humans as parents, which I do not pass usually.
Don't listen to him. Good Lord. No, you get one of these things. Do we know what breed it is? No. Do we know where it's from exactly? Also, no. You get one of these little creatures, it just hangs out with you all day.
That's a cute, whatever it's doing with its ears. I like that.
Let's be honest. The breed matters a lot. The breed does make a big difference when you're adopting.
And could not possibly tell you what breed this is. His DNA test came back like a fucking pie
But you
chart.
can see its face, that it's a harmless dog. Look at that face.
Look at that face. So get you one of these.
That's somebody that just wants to be loved.
See?
Yeah, I would adopt like an old bloodhound. I would just get like an old bloodhound that just can't even move and it just sits on the front porch and it
just drools and farts all day.
Its lips and ears are just like matted down onto the carpet. What's the next question?
My name is Ruth. My question is, was there any kind of pet that either of you wanted as a kid that your parents absolutely wouldn't have allowed? Like, for instance, my mom would have been cool with just about anything, including snakes, which I'm pretty sure that's not the norm. But, like, is there anything that Mama Kelsey or Papa Kelsey would have immediately vetoed? Also, my cat, Autumn Willow, she watches the show with me every week. She says hi.
Okay, Autumn.
All right, Autumn.
Nice. Shout out to Autumn.
I don't think we would have been allowed to get anything other than a dog and a cat. I think that's where Mom and Dad drew the line.
I remember bringing it up that I wanted a ferret. I thought they were the coolest animals ever.
Very much remember that.
Then learned that they're not very, like, my college roommate had a ferret.
Who had a ferret?
And I got to Isaiah Bede.
Isaiah Pete had a ferret?
Dude, yes. I forget the name of it, but it was living in our dorm room illegally.
Yeah, of course.
Frowned upon because you can't have pets in the dorm rooms.
That was the same thing with Marcus Barnett. Marcus Barnett had an alligator in the dorms.
Bones Barnett, man.
That's
Fuck.
right.
God damn it, what a legend. Yeah. So a ferret is you got to be ready for the room to smell like absolute shit. It's going to be a fucking mess. Those things are not like as cute and friendly as you would hope they were.
I feel like we talked about, definitely remember you wanting a ferret. Like,
yeah, my dad mentioned that when I told him, I was like, yeah, my roommate has a ferret and it is the fucking worst. And he's like, yeah, you remember when you wanted that fucking rodent?
Yes.
My dad got fired up. He was like, thank God we didn't fucking lean into that.
I feel like we almost got a hamster one. Like the rodents were definitely a thing for a little bit. Then there was like a rabbit. Cause did the Born Horse somebody had a rabbit or a bunny, one of our friends. And we talked about that for a little bit. No chance our parents were letting us get a snake or anything like that.
We'd have done something dumb with it.
I do remember you wanted a pygmy marmoset. This is when you're a full grown adult. I wouldn't be surprised if you still want.
Marmoset.
You remember those little finger monkeys that,
oh,
you
yeah,
got
we
into?
were fucking around with that. Those things look fucking cool. I just saw them flying around, jumping on fingers. I just wanted to put my finger in the air and see it jump from one side of the room onto my finger.
I did have a buddy that had a monkey growing up, and I remember going there and seeing the cage for this thing and just being like, what the fuck? I was like a kid, and I was like, why the fuck do you guys have a monkey?
Dude.
You know the pet that I kind of want now? I saw one online where somebody had like a full on, not a sea turtle, but like those old the tortoises that grow to be like 100
turtles.
No, they're like just like it's just a big tortoise. Giant tortoise or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I know exactly.
They had them in Chicago, and it was like had a garage beer on its back, and it was just walking down the street. I was like, God dang, a tortoise like that would be so fucking sick. But then it's like, all right, where do I keep this
just
thing?
Because it's 100 years, it outlives you.
Yeah, they pass it on down. Yeah, it's Bill. He's older than everybody in the family.
You're stuck with him now.
It is now your inconvenience. Good luck caring for him in the winter in Pennsylvania.
Do you recommend exotic pets for kids, Jason?
I don't remember exotic pets for anybody. I think exotic pets should stay exotic. Wild animals, dogs and cats are kind of the big ones. You know the one that's kind of getting interesting? Donkeys, like a miniature donkey.
That's not
I think
an exotic pet.
That's an exotic pet to fucking me.
Hi, my name is Eleanor, and I'm calling regarding pet parenting advice. I have a 5-year-old
1950s
cat
name right there.
And I'm getting ready to adopt a younger brother for him. And I just need to find a perfect name. So my question is, what should I name my new male kitten? Perfect name. That's a tough task. What did she say the older cat's name was?
Franklin. That was Franklin.
Franklin. I like Franklin. I'm a big fan of human names for pets and pet names for humans. Franklin is a great name. Franklin's
a good one.
I like that. So she's kind of into this territory. What's a good pet name for a male cat that's a younger sibling to Franklin?
I mean, if you're going Franklin, why not keep it in the childhood cartoon, like kids, you know what I mean? Like, hey, it's Franklin. You can go Arthur.
That's it.
I think that's
Artie?
Franklin and Arthur. No,
Frank and Art?
Frank and Artie, yeah.
I think we just did it. That's the perfect name. She's not going to think of it. Eleanor's not going to get a better one than Art. What are some other options? We got Arthur. Arthur's great.
Doug Funny.
Doug doesn't feel like a cat. I'm not getting
unless
a Doug.
It's like a cat that just fucking sits around.
Doug, I don't know why. Doug kind of feels like a fuck up for a name. Yeah, I think it's Arthur. Arthur's the perfect name. As we've said, we like people names for pets. I think it's always fun.
All right, now that does it for the Heights Hotline Pet Parent Edition. That's right, brought to you by Hill's Pet Nutrition. When it comes to pet nutrition, they've got the right game plan for your pet.
And that wraps up another episode of New Heights. Make sure you're subscribed to the New Heights channel on YouTube and follow New Heights on the Wondery App or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to new episodes of New Heights ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery App or on Apple Podcasts.
Once again, New Heights, a Wondery show brought to you by Audible. That's right. Go download Audible and listen to everything you could ever imagine. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S for fun clips throughout the week. And thanks to the New Heights production team we're always making us look better. And yeah, we're on the bye week. So I'll see you guys next week after I don't play football. Bye, 92%ers.
See you guys. Robin Williams as the genie in Aladdin is the best.
It's the greatest.
Nobody's done a better voice acting role in anything ever, I don't think.
I don't know. Shrek was pretty good.
Not even fucking close to the comedic timing and ability that Robin Williams executed with the genie from Aladdin. I mean, it's the only reason the movie is like redeemable. They tried to redo it with Will Smith and it was a fucking disaster. Like nobody liked it.
You thought it was a disaster. I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, you are so out of your fucking mind if you thought that movie was even remotely good.
I thought it was good.
And it was bad because everybody expected the genie to still be Robin Williams. It's not like an indictment on Will Smith. Anybody in that role was going to fail.
I remember the songs in Aladdin a lot.
They're great. It's my favorite Disney flick. Of all the old school ones, that's the ones I watch. I like the messaging behind it. And like, I think it's a great film. It's a fantastic film. And then of the new ones, I'm kind of into Coco, which really isn't even a movie for kids. Like a child watching Coco gets nothing out of it. But if you're an adult, you're in tears at the end of it. It is fucking an intense movie. Just telling you.
Dude, you're fucking knee deep in it.
Some of the new movies are a little bit too straightforward with what they're trying to message. They're too descriptive. The songs are more straightforward. Like there's no interpretation. It's all just like, this is what this movie's about.